Today we're going to be looking at community notes embarrassing people on Twitter. If you don't know what community notes is, it's basically a feature that was brought onto Twitter, now known as X, to basically combat misinformation. But now when I see community notes being used, it's just to embarrass somebody because they've lied. I'm 40 and I don't date girls over 24. My girlfriends are 20, 21 and 24. The 24-year-old, I've been with her since 2 years. Too much mileage and baggage when they're older than that. Trust me, I've tested it extensively. So I recommend you do the same. 18 to 24 only, understand the game. And as you can see, that's obviously a photo of that guy with girls. However, community notes has got something else to say. According to this AI image detector, the second picture is an AI generated fake. Oh god, imagine getting called out like that. And yet again, can we talk about that tweet? If any boy or girl ever talks like that, block them, they're an incel. That's really, really weird. I'm 40 and I don't date girls over 24. Oh, that's so weird. Could you imagine being 40 and dating 20-year-olds? And yet again, if you do look at that second photo, it quite clearly is fake. Like, why did they embarrass themselves like that? Here, it's a tweet from the one and only Elon Musk. Fight recapped. I joked on X about fighting Zuck. Zuck then said send me location. Italy graciously offered a Colosseum, I think that's how you pronounce it. Zuck declined. I suggested his home as a safe space. Tragically, he was ahem traveling. Is there anywhere he will fight? I won't lie, I don't know if he actually tweeted that. Does Elon tweet like that? Today he tweeted that he's going to take away the block option, which honestly is such a stupid idea. I don't really use Twitter that much anymore just because it's so bad now. The amount of misinformation on that app has went through the roof. Like, people can get away with lying about so much. However, he didn't get away this time. As you can see, readers added context that they thought people might want to know. The Italian government denies having offered the colossal, that's not colossal, Colosseo. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna assume it's like a big building. But yet again, there is a CEO of Twitter lying. And he got called out as well. These are the lungs of a 10-year-old child that grew up in a home with a gas oven. They're not supposed to look like that. So obviously, if you look at that, you're thinking, oh my god, they look like smokers' lungs. It doesn't look like lungs to me. That is a picture of a walnut. And yeah, it really is. Yet again, why do they lie like that? It has to be for like engagement. Have you ever seen someone tweet stuff or post something on social media and they just want replies, they want attention? I feel like people tweet stuff like that for attention. Also, there's AdSense and X now, so it means that they can literally get paid for it. That's the only other reason as to why I believe they would lie. But then they also get called out and it's kind of embarrassing. Okay, so this tweet says, setting up our Christmas tree, but it's made out of deer antlers. No animals were harmed. Had the audacity to say no animals were harmed as if the antlers just fell out painlessly. I mean, yeah, I think that is how it works. I think them animals are kind of like spiders where they like shed skin, so I think they do fall out. Deer shed their antlers painlessly once a year. Oh my god, once a year? That's a lot. I was thinking it was gonna be like every 1 to 2 years, maybe 3 or 4. They do it every year. This video's meant to be about people getting embarrassed by community notes, but apparently we're also learning something. You buying this is the same person. This user has digitally manipulated the second image to enlarge the woman's breast for some reason. Oh god, yeah, actually, yeah, you can tell. Why do guys do that? Like, I've been seeing a load of videos like that recently where they just like Photoshop people. Why are you making her boobs bigger? Like, that's really weird. I just know for a fact that that's like a creepy man that runs that Twitter page. Like, oh, get a job. Will you be today's big meta winner? Free to enter, transparent and secure. Welcome to the meta win. So obviously, if you see a tweet like that, you're gonna think, oh my god, I'm gonna win loads of money. It's never really like that. Actually, it's not free. Each NFT has a price and could be won in a small chance against other players who also paid to maybe win. In fact, it's a casino with a very small chance. The word free used in here isn't correct since you must make a deposit before being eligible. Yeah, that's kind of the way them things work. Can we actually talk about this? Remember when people going crazy for NFTs like banning for like £100,000? They're literally worth like £50. I swear Justin Bieber spent like a load of money in an NFT a while ago and it just completely went down in value. That's also why I don't really get into Bitcoin, because I feel like Bitcoin's also gonna be like that. Like, I feel like one day it's just gonna be useless. Breaking my Twitter silence to let y'all know my Femi presenting act was denied service at a bar in Manhattan because I was visibly gay. I'm safe, I'm fine, but if it's happening to me in New York effing city, it's happening everywhere. Your queer friends need your solidarity. And then this person got community noted. This person is in a heterosexual marriage. So let me get this straight. They have tweeted saying that their Femi presenting act was denied service in a Manhattan bar because I was visibly gay. But they are in a heterosexual marriage. So are they bisexual? Like, do they just look gay? Like, I'm a bit confused by that. Is that real or was that just tweeted for attention? And by the looks of it, it was. As you can see, they deleted their Twitter account literally after they got community noted. Yeah, again, why lie? Like, why lie in the internet? Because you're eventually gonna get called out. No way double likes are bad. This is false. The user is trying to boost interactions in order to receive more money in his monthly monetization paycheck. Yes, I've actually noticed a lot of people tweeting stuff like that. I feel like people will tweet controversial things, so it means that people reply, etc. And then they can get more money. It's basically like an engagement post. That's the whole point about it. I seen a tweet like that about Beyonce recently. Basically, someone put a tweet up saying all these singers are bad. And like, there is bad singers in it, by the way, but they added in Beyonce, so it means that people would notice her and then quote tweet it and be in the replies, you know, being angry at them. But the whole reason they've done that is to get money. If pedophilia is just sexuality, then burying them is just gardening. Well, I mean, it's not that. I don't know who's told you that that is a sexuality, but it certainly isn't. That's weird. Oh, and who would have guessed this? Apparently the guy in that photo has not got the best pass whatsoever. Ted has a history of inappropriate inappropriate relationships with underage girls, which include claims of having engaged in intercourse, becoming the legal guardian of a minor because he couldn't legally marry her, and writing a song about wanting to have intercourse with a 13-year-old. Yet he's having a go at my community. This is why I have to be so careful with people like that. I'm gonna assume he's a conservative. They always go on about that P word, but they all are one. It reminds me of whenever I watch cheating videos and somebody accuses someone of cheating, but the whole time they've actually been cheating, and they think their way of not looking like a cheater is to accuse their partner of cheating. It's just them indirectly confessing about it. I seen this tweet the other day and it riled me up the wrong way. This racist Target employee called the police on us for dancing in Target, so we danced anyways. So as you can see, there's a load of people that are dancing. She put that tweet up basically saying that the employee is racist because they like kicked them out for dancing. That just isn't the case though. There's no evidence that the employee is racist. Target has a policy that shopping should be distraction free. From the video it appeared the group is filming a dance and soliciting attention, which is against Target policy. Yeah, so basically they're just causing a bit of a distraction. If a big group of people go into a shop and start, dancing and taking up space, and it's the fact that they were literally filming it and then put that tweet up. These people really do embarrass themselves, don't they? Me explaining that if we had 13 months instead of 12, every month would be exactly 28 days. First would always be a Monday, the 20th would always be a Sunday. Every month would have exactly 4 weeks instead of 4.257, and we would properly align ourselves with the cycle of the moon. I'm gonna be completely honest, that went in one ear and out the other. That was like reading another language. I feel like that's one of them footage where it's meant to show you what a stroke would look like to a stroke victim. I'm just completely confused after reading that. But apparently community notes aka Albert Einstein something else to say. 28 times 13 equals 364. I would never know that. Additionally, this would not solve the problem of solar days not aligning with solar year. A solar year is slightly less than 365.25 solar days long. Without leap days, the calendar quickly misaligns with the seasons. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm even more confused now. I just don't care. I just love that they got called out for lying. In this tweet, you can see West Yorkshire Police have released a statement. If you don't know what happened, basically there was an autistic girl and she said a police officer looked like a lesbian. It's a funny comment. However, what the police officer's done was go into her house and drag her out and then arrest her. You can't really do that. And obviously they've posted, this like little statement basically just addressing it, even though they didn't really address it. The police in question dragged a 16-year-old autistic girl from her home on suspicion of a homophobic speech hate crime because the autistic girl said the one of the officers looked like her lesbian nana. So obviously that's not that deep, it's not really a hate crime. Obviously the police officer didn't like it, hence why they arrested her. They shouldn't have just done it, it's not really that deep. If we take a scale of hate crime from really bad to nothing, it is over here, it's nothing. But that whole incident actually really affects my community because now people are basically blaming my community for it. They're blaming gay people for that girl getting arrested when it had nothing to do with me. If you also did see the video, like the woman does kind of look like a lesbian. I'll put it up on the screen right now. Like I'm kind of with that 16-year-old girl. My friend just sent me this video from the subway in China. A city most Americans have never heard of. He says it's safe, clean and reliable. No drug addictions or criminals. In America this would be unthinkable. What is the sickness that has infected our democracy? I'm gonna assume a conservative tweeted that because they usually post tweets like that, and as per usual they love to lie. This video is from the subway of San Francisco. So it is in America, and I feel like people always bash San Francisco. I'm always seeing Republicans tweet about it and how it's so bad. That person used a video for San Francisco. I genuinely can't tell if these people are dumb or if they just love to lie. Everything is burnt but the trees, but don't point that out or you're a conspiracy theorist. In Hawaii there's currently fires, really bad fires by the way. Lots of people have died, it's awful. A lot of conspiracy theorists basically taking videos and they're like, oh my god, why aren't the trees burning? If they had a functioning brain they would know why. Some plants are able to survive wildfires due to a layer of thermal insulation provided by their bark. Dead leaves are moist tissues. Most people would know that, but these people don't. I also feel like they're the type of people try to say that like all the houses are getting burnt down so the rich can buy it, but they fail to tell you that rich houses have also burnt down. Their life feels so empty. I'm actually looking for a conspiracy theory and everything. Putin is floating a plan to take in American Christians fleeing political and religious persecution. Okay, so I've actually seen a few tweets from this guy before. This is basically a Russian, what's the word, propagandist. These people seem to think Vladimir Putin is the best leader in the world. Go and live in Russia then. I can assure you you'll not like it. The woman in this picture is a Russian XXX actress called Crystal Boyd and has nothing to do with Putin or Christian Village for Americans in Russia. Yeah, again, just straight up lies. Why are they lying? It's genuinely laughable. This is why I love community notes, because like it genuinely calls out their BS. People tweet something like that and people will view it and actually believe it. I can guarantee you thousands of people believe that tweet, but the whole time it was just a lie. Out of most cannon shots fired in history, how many do you think effing hit a person? Less than 1%. If you had a cannon versus an assault rifle, the assault rifle would kill more. That's why they need to be banned. Cannons are lethal. Whenever I think of cannons, I think of the circuit. However, isn't that what parrots used to have? And this person's trying to say that cannons are not lethal. Try getting hit by a big ball shot out of a cannon, then tell me how you feel. Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the first person ever to have 600 million Instagram followers. That's 85% of the world population. Something tells me this person did not pass maths. Ronaldo's 600 million followers is not 85% of the world population, since there are 8 billion people on the globe. This means that he has around 7.5% of global population as his followers. Either way, that's pretty impressive. 600 million people, oh my god, that's a lot of people. Imagine having basically 7.5% of the global population following you. Like, that is insane. It's so crazy how people like him can have so much power. I feel like if I had that power, what would I do? I'd probably try to take over the world. I'm an alpha, liberal sphere me. Josh is misrepresenting his actual physical identity. His actual identity is shown in his profile and this link. And as you can see, that's what he actually looks like. So look at the actual photo of him and then the one that he posted. Oh god, what's he done? Has he given himself facial hair? And yet again, Josh, if you have to tell people you're an alpha male, you're not one. May 2012, Biden endorses gay marriage. October 2012, Biden endorses transgenderism. April 2023, Biden endorses furries. The mascot shown is the Easter Bunny, not a furry. Yet again, I feel like people tweet stuff like that for attention. They want to get the Twitter money. What has gay marriage and transgenderism got to do with furries? These Republicans may be many things, but one of them is not smart. Instagram is complete haram. The CEO revealed that the Explore algorithm takes into account multiple aspects to determine the content that appears on this page. It considers the user's past behavior, including the accounts they follow, the content they like, and hashtags they engage with. That reminds me of a tweet I've seen recently. I seen a tweet from somebody talking about how people are trying to push gay marriage on people's through, and how his like Explore page is filled with, you know, LGBT stuff. Keep in mind, he was a conservative Christian, he had loads of children, he's married for like 10 years. He basically put a tweet up saying that like they're trying to shove stuff down his throat. But as you can see by that community note, the CEO basically said like you get shown the stuff you look at. So he's been liking posts about gay people. All these people do is touting themselves. If they kept their mouth shut, they'd be in a much better position. Well, anyways, guys, that's really that video there. That is community notes embarrassing people. If you want to see me look at some more of these posts, let me know, I definitely will, because there's so many out there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a prospective, subscribe and see you all tomorrow for another video.